right, so thank you for joining us today. Much appreciated for taking the time to answer a few of our questions. Let's begin with a brief introduction of yourself, your role, and about your company.
Oh, thank you, Brian. Appreciate the opportunity to speak with you. We're here in Stockholm at this nice Nordic conference. My name is Greg McKenzie. I'm the CEO of Silver Storm Mining, and we are focused on bringing the Parrilla Mine back into production.
As a participant in the Nordic Funds and Mines conference, what are your key objectives for attending, and how do you hope this event will contribute to your company's goals in the current mining landscape?
Well, we were invited to come here under the auspices of meeting with a number of Nordic institutional investors and retail investors. And so it was our purpose to introduce them to Silver Storm, and from there maybe they would invest in our stock or at least keep us on the radar screen.
In light of recent geopolitical tensions and supply chain disruptions, how is your company working to ensure resource security and maintain its competitive position in the global market? And this could be currently or in the future?
You know, in terms of global supply, we continue to see increasing demand for silver, which is our main product. 2/3 of our production in the past was silver, and that's what we would expect going forward. And it's an important commodity because the world is going more into green electrification, using solar panels. Silver is also used in high-end technologies and AI, and some of these things, and new technology. Even Samsung is talking about a silver dominated battery, which could be very interesting for the market. And so we are participating in that by being a supplier of silver.
With the growing focus on ESG in the mining industry, how are you leveraging this conference to showcase your company's initiatives to the Nordic investment community, known for their strong emphasis on responsible investing?
Well, ESG is a very broad subject, but one of the things that we are keen on is making sure that the people in the local community benefit from the mine, and that's been a success story that we're carrying forward from First Majestic. And one of the examples of that is that 85% of the people that work on the mine live in the local community. And this helps with a social license for operating, and we take it very seriously, and we're happy to be part of the community where the mine is.
So for those who are unfamiliar with your operations, could you give a brief update on any current or ongoing projects that you may have? Any updates regarding those?
So we have two projects. The first project that we had was a San Diego project, which is an advanced resource stage exploration project. It's one of the largest in Mexico. It has over 210 million ounces of silver equivalent in a resource statement in 2013. But the current focus of the company is the Parrilla Mine and putting that mine back into production. Our goal is to restart production at Parrilla in 2025, the third quarter. And our target is to produce 3 million ounces of silver equivalent per year once we ramp up.
And as you just mentioned, this project, your acquisition of Parrilla Mine for First Majestic's silver positions for Silver Storm for the near-term production. Can you discuss the current timeline and your strategy for restarting the operations at Parrilla? Specifically, how do you plan to leverage existing infrastructure to optimize the production ramp-up or mineralize capital expenditure?
So Parrilla was operated by First Majestic up until it was put on care and maintenance in 2019. And this was a very prolific mine. It produced 34 million ounces of silver equivalent over the 13, 14 years that they operated it. And all the infrastructure is still in place. Now, being that it was on care and maintenance over the last 5 years, there's some rehabilitation that we have to do. And so that will take, subject to financing, that will take the better part of, we can say 6 to 9 months. And then we'll be able to commence the restart of the mine.
With the transition from Golden Tag to Silver Storm Mining, you've emphasized a focus on becoming a mid-tier silver producer. How do you plan to balance capital allocation between advancing La Parrilla towards production and continue exploration at San Diego? What milestones should investors be looking for over the next 18 months?
So we will continue the focus on La Parrilla. Our efforts are on getting the La Parrilla mine back into production. We'll have some exploration activities at San Diego, but the main focus of the company is get La Parrilla back into production and achieve steady state production. And that's a lot of work that we'll have to do over the next 18 months.
So again, I appreciate you taking the time to answer our questions. And it was interesting to learn more about your base of operations, and hope the conference has been fruitful for you and your ongoing endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Much appreciate it. Thank you.